Hey YouTube, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Virtual Access. So this is the weekly check-in number 2 for December 2021. We are doing it from the 9th to the 15th. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. So the first one we'll be starting with is spending, and I did do a few transactions. The first one was on the 11th. And on that day, I had ordered some prints of my children to hang up on the wall because of us moving into our new home. I still don't have any pictures really on the wall, and I decided to, print out 8 by 10 of all the boys together. Because between me and my boyfriend, we have 5 boys. So I just decided to print out the one picture that I have with all 5 of them in there. But I did get some photos developed that day and spent $4.65, and that was at the Walmart Photo Center. The next day for spending was on the 12th, and on that day I went to Dollar Tree, and I've been wanting an electric pencil sharpener, and I got this one right here from Dollar Tree. It needs batteries, so I haven't even used it yet. So I've always wanted one of these electric ones. And when I saw it in Dollar Tree, and I just had to get it, you guys. It was just $1. I hope it works really good. Like I said, I haven't tried it. It had a different color, so if anybody's interested, yeah. I did pick that up at Dollar Tree, and it was only $1.07. And then the last day for spending was the next day. And on that day, I decided to use my Fetch Rewards. If you guys don't know what that app is, it's just the app where you snap photos of any and all receipts that you use within the last 2 weeks. You can get points for. Every 1,000 points is like worth $1. So I had like over 10,000 points. And I decided to order me a phone case for my new phone that I have had for like 4 months now, and I haven't used it. But I decided to order it online, and I spent $19.92 on that. I'm gonna put Amazon. So like I said, I did have 10,000 points, which was equal to $10. It was equal to $10. I decided to get an Amazon gift card for $10. But for some reason, it charged me full price, and it was supposed to be like $9.92, taking off the $10, but I have no idea why it didn't work. It took off like $1 and some change, so I need to get that figured out. But for now, that's what I spent. And I really wanted a phone case because I want to go ahead and start using my new phone. And that is the last day for spending. So let's move on to gas. All right, so the first day for gas was on payday. And I spent $60. And that was at a store called Sundu. The next day for gas was on the 12th. And on that day, I spent $30. And that was at a store called Sundu too. Sundo. I think it's Sundu. And then I had one more transaction for gas. And that was on the 15th. I'm going to have to close that in. Yep, that was today, and I spent $30. And this gas station was called Marathon. And that was all the spending for gas this week. So the next one is for takeout. I don't know if this applies. Let me know in the comments below what you think this transaction should have been, like what category it should have been in. I use takeout for it, but it could have been for spending. So the only transaction I did for takeout, what I think was takeout, was on the 13th. For now, I'm gonna do it as takeout, but I want you guys to let me know what you think. So this transaction was at my job. I just spent $1.50, like on a drink or like a piece of candy or something like that. Yeah, so you see it on a couple of these. I have it here. Actually, all 3 of these days. Vending machine, is that like takeout or is that like spending? I think it's probably more spending because Like with me, takeout is when we actually go out to eat, like have dinner outside of the house. Like if you just go to the store and get like a snack or something like that, like is that takeout or is it spending? Like I don't know. And for those of y'all that have been following, y'all know my category, so I'm not sure. I'm really thinking it's more of spending. But for now, I'm just going to keep it at takeout. Believe it or not, that is the only transaction that I did this week. I did not go out to eat at all. So if it wasn't for that transaction, I wouldn't have used my takeout at all this week. And y'all, I'm so proud of that because I didn't even notice. I've been cooking at home and things like that. It's like really rewarding to see that I didn't spend any this week. I don't have any fun or gifts transactions this week, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on to the sinking funds. All right, so we're moving on to sinking funds. I'm probably going to bring out my calculator on this one because I do have a lot of transactions within certain days, and you guys know that I combine it all into one. That way I don't take up a whole square. And I have been doing a lot of shopping because y'all know that Christmas is just around the corner. So the first day for sinking funds was on payday. And this was just a transfer to my boyfriend in the Bay category. And I sent him $50. So I'm just going to put 50. I'm going to put the category because I'm not sure what he used it for. So the next one was the very next day. And again, this was for my boyfriend. I sent him $40 that day. Because he did not get paid this day. He just started going back to work and he didn't receive a paycheck this day. So I had to make sure, he was covered with his gas because we drive separate cars. So I had to make sure, that could have been money for gas or, things that he needs, his personals and things like that. So the next day is the next transaction. So actually I have 4 transactions this day, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those 4 strips because I have plenty of room for that. I'm not putting these on perfectly. Like, what is going on here? All right, so I ended up getting my hair done finally. You guys, I got a hair press or whatever you want to call it. I got my hair flat ironed, like super straight is what a press is. And that cost me $60. So I went to a hair salon, so I'm just going to put hair salon because I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't have a name. It's the lady I've been going to since I was like, I have no idea. I've been going to her. I mean, she did my hair for prom, you guys, and I'm like 31 right now. So she's been doing my hair for years. It's her salon, but it doesn't have a name. So the next thing that day, I went to Walmart to do some Christmas shopping, and I spent $21.30, and I believe it was on one of my oldest son. I think that was a present for him. I decided to get him a present, even though he's not going to be here for Christmas. Okay, so the photos that I got at Walmart here for $4.65, I went to Dollar Tree to get some picture frames, and I got 2 of them because that's all I got was 2 pictures. And I spent $2.14 there getting those frames. And then the last transaction for that day was out of my holidays category, and I spent $2.14. And that was on gift wrap and a cookie box from Dollar Tree. That was all the transactions for that day. Now this next day, which was on the 12th, is the one that's going to have the most transactions. So I'm going to need my calculator for that. So we're just going to put 1 strip. And y'all, when I tell y'all these are a lot of transactions, but y'all just listen up because I'm going to definitely tell you guys what everything was for. So out of my household category, I got a door hook. Is that what it's called? Yeah, where you hang like your towels and stuff and things like that. I got it for my bathroom. So that was $107. Also at Dollar Tree, I got some Scotch tape to wrap the presents with. So that's another $1.07. The last thing I got at Dollar Tree was a notebook for my YouTube. I think it was for this channel. Yeah, it was for this channel for, documenting my cash stuffing videos. So I got that. It was $107 as well. Then I went to Dollar General and got my son some diapers and baby powder, and that was $7.70 altogether. Then I went to this Rose's department store and I got both of my kids some socks. My baby boys was $2.13. Oh Lordy. Okay, I messed it up. Great. Let me add these back in. Okay, so one of my sons was $2.13 and the other ones, his socks was $6.24. Alright, so also at Rose I got some curtain rods. There was $1 a piece. I got 2 of them, so we're gonna add $2.14 to that. I got some more gift wrap. I think I got like 2 more. There was $1 a piece. And then the last thing I got from Rose's was some gifts. I got a lot of Christmas gifts from there. And I spent $44.01 out of my Christmas category. And also on that day, I spent $100 towards my boyfriend's car inspection and tag. And then I also transferred him $100. So that is what I spent in total in sinking funds that day, you guys. $267.57. But yeah, you see why I needed my calculator. Alright, so the next day was on the 13th. I do believe I spent money on my sinking funds every single day this week. So on this day, actually I'm going to go ahead and put the strips because it's only 3. Yeah, I have to do a setup different or something because these strips is horrible. Alright, so on that day, I ordered an Amazon Christmas gift for my baby boy and I spent $64.15. But I did buy that from Amazon. Alright, so the next thing that day I did was get my oldest son a haircut, which was $20. And that was at Supreme Cuts. So I'm just going to put Supreme because that's the only room I have. And then the last one was a personal item. I'm not going to say. It was very personal, but I did spend $53.49 on that, and that was at Walgreens. So use your imagination, but yeah, that's as far as I'm going with that. The last day for sinking funds was on the 14th, and I had 2 transactions that day. So these are the last 2 transactions for this week. And I spent both of these transactions on my son. This would actually have been a no spend day, but my son told me the last minute that this whole week, so this whole entire week here, this is today, but this whole entire week is like a Christmas week for his school. So like every day they have like a certain theme they have to do. Like one day they might wear an ugly Christmas sweater. Another day they might have to wear blue and white for a winter wonderland. Another day they might have to wear Christmas colors, things like that, crazy Christmas socks and things of that nature. And he told me at the last minute, you guys. So this day I went to Dollar Tree and I bought him some holiday Christmas socks. And I spent $107 there. So that's what that transaction was. And then I went to Hobby Lobby to get him a holiday shirt, which it wasn't really a holiday shirt. It was just a red shirt. And I spent $3.20 on that at Hobby Lobby. And that is it, you guys. That is all my transactions from the 9th to the 15th. I almost had a few no spend days, but overall I am super happy with my results. All right, you guys. So we are back on our weekly check-in page on week 2. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and calculate all of our spending transactions for the week. And we only had 3, so that was $5, $1, and $20. So I have $26 that I spent in my spending category. So I put in $15 and had $15 in my envelope overall. Spent $26, so I should definitely not have anything in my spending, which is correct. Next is gas, and I only had about 3 transactions. So it has 60, 30, and 30. So I spent a total of $120 on gas. So So I put in $20 and had $90 in my envelope. I spent $120, so it shouldn't be anything in gas, which is correct. I only had one transaction for takeout, which was $2. We round that $150 up because y'all know I don't keep change. It rolls over to my buffer pretty much. So I put in $10. $10 was in my envelope. I spent $2, so that left me with $8. So we're just going to count that to confirm. And as you can see, I have $8. All right, my fun category, I didn't put anything in, and there was nothing in it, so I didn't spend anything, so there shouldn't be anything in fun, which is right. All right, next is gifts. I didn't spend anything on gifts, so I didn't put anything in, but I did have $2 in gifts. Didn't spend anything. Shasha still have $2. We're going to count to confirm. And that is correct, $2. All right, so now we're going to do our remaining. So I had spent $26 on spending, and I had $97 remaining. So 97 subtract 26. I now have $71 remaining. I had $3.80 for gas. I spent $120. Okay, so I have $2.60 remaining for gas. $37 for takeout. I spent $2 from $37. So that leaves me with $35. Fun, I gave myself $100. I didn't spend anything, so I still have $100 left to spend for the month. And with gifts, I have $50 and I didn't spend anything, so I still have $50 remaining. All right, you guys, so that wraps up this week's weekly check-in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all for the next video. Bye.